Next comes thyroid. Thyroid gland has a right and left part of it that is known as lobes. Alright. Either side of your trachea. Trachea is your windpipe. So it has two parts, like a butterfly shape we call it as. Okay. It is mentioned as thyroid gland there. And then just below a large piece of cartilage that is known as thyroid cartilage. That is number 3. It's a large piece of, that is your Adam's apple. Then comes below that comes your isthmus. Scroll down. Number 4. It is the middle part. Connects the two roads. So it has a both right and left. It is in the anterior. Isthmus is there. That's all. Only 4 parts onto it. Okay. Number 1 is your thyroid gland. 2, that is below, is your trachea. 3 is thyroid cartilage, the big one. 4 is the isthmus. Okay. Anatomy. So much. Interestingly, thyroid, it secretes 2 hormones, T3, T4. Easy to remember? T3 and T4. First one, thyroxine, is also known as tetraiodothyronine. Tetraiodothyronine is T4, or also known as thyroxine, and triiodothyronine. They are synthesized in the gland from iodine, which is picked up from your blood circulation. All right. From an amino acid, the minor form of a protein is known as amino acids. All right. So that amino acid is called as tyrosine. T4, it contains 4 atoms, whereas T3 contains 3 atoms. It is much more concentrated in the blood, whereas T3 is more potent in affecting the metabolism of the cells. Most thyroid hormone is bound to proteins molecules as it travels to the bloodstream. It is necessary to maintain the normal metabolism in any body cells. What is metabolism? Combination of your anabolism and catabolism is known as metabolism. Remember your first chapter. Cells need oxygen to carry on the metabolic process. One aspect, which is the burning of the food to release energy, is stored within the food. Thyroid hormone aids cells in their uptake of oxygen, meaning it will help the cells to take the oxygen from RBC, okay, and thus support the metabolic rate. Injections of thyroid hormones raise the metabolic rate, whereas removal of thyroid gland diminishes the thyroid hormone and results in low metabolic rate, heat loss, and poor physical and mental development. Okay, excess over mental development. They will not be patient at all. The more recent one they have found is supposed to be calcitonin, where it regulates the level of blood calcium level. That is calcitonin. The third hormone which is found recently is known as calcitonin. It stimulates the calcium to leave the blood and enter the bone. It will tell you are not supposed to stay here, get inside the bone. Okay? It will lower the blood calcium level. Scroll. Very good. Actually, if you zoom that, T3, T4 and calcitonin, one is for metabolism. Both of them increases the metabolism, T3 and T4. Then calcitonin decreases the blood calcium. It says go to bone. Alright. Abnormal conditions. Any enlargement of a thyroid gland is known as goiter. Okay, this we have seen this many patients, especially females. It is common. It enlarges. Endemic goiter means goiter occurs in certain regions, and people result because of deficiency of iodine in the diet. Now, going back to the many ages back, if you remember, I'm talking about 1980s, they said that the salt was Tata salt. Remember? Before and all, it was regular salt which used to come. Later, Captain Coke came. The old man here is Sunil. Sunil, have you heard about Captain Soap? Right? That was known as iodized salt. Correct? Now, the next generations like Vinod and some other people, what happened, why these generations became smarter and smarter? Because they had iodized salt. Iodine helps in the children's branching of the dendrites in the brain. More the brain branches, the smarter they are. That's where the results expected in this is more from them compared to you. Don't think like that. Okay? Having said, actually, this is what is the basic food content that was lost. Okay? Now, same thing, if you see the current generation, whatever, maybe the iodine became too much for them. Now they are like one mercury. Leave them, they'll be running around. You have seen the current kids? It's becoming that way. Maybe it has become more. The balance maybe is not there. This is just a thesis of my own, alright? Okay, now coming back to this iodine deficiency, a glue-like or a gelatinous material called as colloid collects in the thyroid and the gland enlarges as it works harder to compensate the scarcity of iodine. So iodine is not there, it is trying to make up the activity and then it becomes enlarged. Okay? Treatment is to increase the supply of iodine in the diet. Another type of goiter is known as nodular or adenomatous goiters, in which hyperplasia means extra cells are formed, known as nodules or adenomas. Some patients develop hyperthyroidism through which symptoms such as rapid pulse, tachycardia, remember tachycardia, tremors, nervousness, excessive sweating will happen. Treatment of thyroid hormone is to suppress the normal thyroid function. TSH should be suppressed. Incidentally, I will tell you. See what's happening here? Excess activity is happening. To treat that, they give excess thyroxine. You know why? It is reverse. What happens is when they give thyroxine extra, the blood level of thyroxine becomes excess. This will signal to hypothalamus, our master gland's upper master, grandmaster. That fellow says, hey, what's happening? That your thyroxine level in the blood is too much. So it will send inhibitory signals to pituitary. So TSH is reduced. So you don't stimulate thyroid. Their overthink is coming on. It will say don't stimulate it. So that infinitely will not stimulate thyroid. There is no thyroxine release. So this is known as negative feedback mechanism. For a problem with excess, you give excess, that indirectly goes and says stops it. Got the idea? You are able to correlate it. This is what is known as negative feedback mechanism. Okay? In our body, different kinds of mechanism that happens. Wonder, isn't it? Down. Hyperthyroidism, overactivity of thyroid. The most common forms of thyroid is known as thyrotoxicosis, also known as Graves' disease. The word itself says Graves' disease because hyperplasia of thyroid parenchyma occurs, that is the glandular cells, with excessive hormone production. Metabolic rate in the cells is increased, leading to thyrotoxic symptoms such as nodular or adenomatous goiter, which we learned. Thyroid storm is used to indicate abrupt, means like a storm, abrupt symptoms of severe hypothyroidism occurs. In addition, exophthalmos, meaning eye protrusion happens. Usually when you're watching, the normal eyelid covers the iris, half of it. You do not see the entire sclera. Whereas in the hypothyroidism, what happens? Goes wider. My eyes are small, so still I'm trying to. You go wider land. Okay, that is what happens. Exophthalmos, protrusion of an eyeball occurs. Swelling of the tissue behind the eyeball. What's happening is behind the eyeball there is a swelling that pushes the eyeball in front. Okay. The cause is unclear. It is currently thought to be an immunological disorder. The condition is diagnosed with the help of blood tests with T3, T4 level and TSH. Treatment, either thyroidectomy or anti-thyroid drugs that reduce the amount of thyroid hormone produced by the gland, or admission of radioactive iodine, which destroys the overactive glandular tissue. There is a radioactive iodine which is given. Hypothyroidism Underactivity of thyroid gland happens. This because of the endemic goiter, also destruction of glands because of irradiation also happens. But these majorly they have is fatigue and they are obese, muscular and mental sluggishness, and constipation. Two examples of thyroidism is, one is known as cretinism and myxedema. Now, excess hypothyroidism during infancy and childhood. Okay, again, it goes back like your growth hormone. You need to understand this. It is hypothyroidism only, means less thyroid. During the childhood and infancy to the lack of normal physical and mental growth. Okay, this is known as cretinism. Skeletal growth is more inhibited and soft. So the cretin has the appearance of an obese, short and stocky child. Treatment, thyroid hormone is given. Scroll down. Myxedema. Same thing, advanced hypothyroidism in adulthood. Atrophy of the thyroid gland occurs, practically no hormone is produced. The skin becomes dry, puffy, that is edema, because of collection of mucus under the skin. Many patients also develop atherosclerosis. You understand atherosclerosis? Hardening of your arteries, or the fat deposition happens because of lack of thyroid hormone, increasing the quantity of blood lipids. Recovery may be complete if thyroid hormone is given soon after symptoms appear. Okay. Again, thyroid, hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism. Under hypothyroidism, again, before puberty is known as cretinism. After in adulthood, myxedema. Okay. Thyroid canceroma is a cancer of gland that can happen because of some metastasis somewhere. This can happen. They do a radioactive iodine is given to them to find out the hot spots. Hot tumor areas usually includes hypothyroidism and benign growth. Cold is also known as non-functional nodules, can be either benign or malignant. Ultimately, FNAC is done. FNAC is written down there. Fine needle aspiration cytology, meaning there is an equipment which has a very fine needle. They just insert it and take out the tissue for an investigation. That is known as FNAC. Fine needle aspiration cytology. Okay. Alright. So, going back, scroll down, just to revise once the thyroid. Starting, different hormones. Here, the gland, the pictures are enough. T3, T4 calcitonin. Metabolism and calcium for blood calcium level, reduce the blood pressure. Go down. Goiters, hyperthyroidism, overactive, thyrotoxicosis, Graves' disease. Your popping of this one will happen, exophthalmos will happen. Reduction will lead into cretinism or myxedema. Major names you should know, and the bulky figures is what is going to happen. And cancer of the blood through FNAC. Whereas a parathyroid gland is behind the thyroid. As I told you, there are 4 of them. Scroll a little bit down. It is on the dorsal side of the thyroid. It is secreted by parathyroid glands. Its main function is related to calcium. Okay. From bone into the bloodstream. Reverse. Calcitonin was from blood to bone. Here it is from bone to bloodstream, where the calcium is necessary for proper functioning of body tissues, especially muscles. Okay. Normally, calcium in the food we eat is absorbed from the intestine and carried by the blood to the bones where it is stored. The adjustment of the level of the calcium in the blood is good example way of saying hormone in general control. This is known as hemostasis. That is the equilibrium in this, or a constancy in the internal environment of the body is known as hemostasis. Meaning the body itself is so well designed that if it is more, it will say, okay, you are supposed to go into bone, send it to bone. If it is less, from bone to this one. Like that, the hemostasis is automatically maintained. Okay, hemostasis is an important word to be learned. If there is a decrease in blood calcium, Okay, as in pregnancy or rickets, vitamin D deficiency can happen. Parathyroid hormone is secreted in large amounts to cause the calcium to leave the bone and come into bloodstream. Super, no? If there is a shortage, these fellows will get into action. Alright? Thus the blood calcium level is backed by 2 business. At the same time, if the situation is increase in the calcium in the blood semen, such as excessive quantity of calcium is there, or a vitamin D in the diet, will lead into decreased parathyroid activity. And so today, holiday for you. Don't work. Okay? Don't work. That is parathyroid calcitonin levels to maintain the hemostasis. Simple? Okay. We are getting the disease. So, you're just learning bit of anatomy and what is it secreting and what is the pathology. Excess and low. Hyper, what will happen if it is hyper?
Control.
Excess of calcium is there.
Okay.
If it is low, low.
Low.
The end result is that, no? Hypercalcemia occurs, bones becomes decalcified. From where the storage is happening is going on removing from the bones. So decalcification occurs, fractures can happen. And then osteocytis, fibrosis cystica can happen. Cyst is a collection of fluid. Okay. Kidney stones can occur. Obviously, more excess calcium, kidney stones. Lithiasis, stone. The other word for is nephrolithiasis. You can write down the medical terminology for kidney stone is nephrolithiasis. Litho means stone. Nephro is kidney. Nephrolithiasis. The cause is often parathyroid tumor. This condition can be diagnosed with excess blood tissue tests are done. PTH is increased. Obviously try to reduce that. Okay. Next, hyposecretion, deficiency in production of parathyroid glands will lead to calcium hypocalcemia as the calcium remains in the bone. This leads into muscle and nerve weakness. Calcium is an important content for a muscle and nerve to act. Okay, if it is not there, it will not, the functionality is reduced. With spasms of the muscles is known as tetany. Constant muscle contraction means that it becomes like that. Okay, muscle will remain in a contracted state. Administration of calcium plus a large quantity of vitamin D, because to promote. See, only calcium will not help. If you give calcium, the in-between mediator for it to get absorbed is vitamin D. That is why it is important. Alright? Good? Okay, we stop at this for now. We'll come back to this session again later. So till now, whatever we learned is major, what is exocrine glands, endocrine glands, introduction is done. Then pituitary gland, 6 hormones and 2 hormones, anterior and posterior. Then after a pituitary gland, we covered thyroid gland. Thyroid gland. Again, it has both lobes inside thymus, 3 hormones, T3, T4, calcitonin. Then parathyroid glands, majorly for calcium. Summary is very, very small. You will me on that? Okay. We'll pause at this.